Welcome to the Metal Prognosis. My name is Lee, and on today's video we are looking at the Audio Assault's EQ plugin called IQ505. So what I thought would be a cool idea is, instead of just getting any session, plug it in, seeing how it goes, I've got a session I recorded many moons ago that wasn't that crash hot. So let's see if we can really improve and step up with what I did back then. So cue the cute little cartoon intro, let me reset everything up so we can hop on the computer there, and let's see how this little bad beast runs. Alright, now I've got everything set up ready to go. Here is an old project I did back in 2015 or 16, I think. And it was a very rushed job. I remember it being very rushed. We did this over a weekend. I think it was a long weekend. We tracked everything and put it together. Then by the next week, it was off to the printing place to go. Still very cool. It was a great experience. But as you can see, it's very simplistic. One guitar left and right, one center guitar just for the verse. And if we have a look at here at the EQ running through the guitar bus, there's nothing happening at all. No EQ, no nothing. So we pretty much captured and off we went. So let's see if we can, let's have a listen to it first. So this is everything in the mix, then I'll put it solo, then we'll try spark it up a bit. So this is what we're dealing with to start with. So a little bit bland, not quite pumping through, hasn't quite got that thing. And I think there's a bit of an issue here. Yeah, so here's an old trick that I did get good at, which you shouldn't really need to get good at. So if you have a look there, we've got overlap on where one guitar is finishing and the other one's starting. So you get this double woof type of effect come through that you never really want. That's why there should be the retakes, or if you can get away with editing them. So if you listen to that again, on solo. There we go. Yeah, it gets kind of a woo come through. But that's all right. Let's try fix this up. So we go here to Insert, EQ, and the Audio Assaults. Oh, not that one. Audio Assaults IQ505. All right. And what I'll do is I'll bring up the EQ as well, just so we can see the graph as we're going along. So let's see how we can push and improve this. So a quick run through here. We've got high low pass filters there, which is pretty cool, because if you play the guitars, above that 10K, it's getting a little bit frizzy there. So we'll see if we can clean it up in a minute. Yeah, low, mids, high mids and high and present. So it's very straightforward with some warm options there. And we've got a stereo and mid side, which is pretty rad, but I rarely use those. So let's just try to stick to the basics first, just to see if we can get this pumping or not. All right, so. So just testing them out to see how reactive they are, and they are really cool. So let's start off with, let's go back to start. All right, there's heaps of mid scoops there. So we want a little bit more mids in there. All right, so if you notice the technique that I did there is I kind of cranked them up more than you would to hear the frequency that was coming through and then see how I wanted to manipulate it from there. Then try to dial back a little bit where I thought it was necessary. So even just this little bit that we've done now, I'll just turn it off and on so we can hear it. So even that, just that little bit that we did is a huge step up, which is awesome. So let's try fix up a little bit of the high and low pass filters here to see if we can clean up even more. All right, so that's sounding better now. Let's see how these warm things affect the guitar tones. Yeah, I think I prefer them off, but it's really cool how you got that choice and an option there to kind of widen the amount that you're affecting, which is really cool. I mean, I could invest more time going backwards and forwards and seeing how all the different narrow compared to wide affect it, but we're just having a quick look at this now. So let's have a look at the presence. So usual deal, I'll crank it a little bit more than usual, find the right frequency, and then dial it in where I feel like it could be. I don't know what that AGC button is, but yeah, it definitely sounds better with the presence in there. So we'll have another quick listen with the band. That's sounding worlds apart, as in improvement, when you turn it off and on. I just want to check one more thing with it, because I do have a section here in the song that has an effect on it. Here, the effect one. So let's just do a quick on and off with that one there to see how it sounds. Just one more time with the band. Yeah, that is awesome. That is really, really good. So, yeah, this is a huge step up, just using it in the guitar bus. So not actually even delving in deeper with it and, you know, running through all the different warms and all the rest of it. I'm absolutely confident we could take it even more. And there's even a smooth knob here that I don't know what that does. So I might have to look into this again for another video to see if we can put it under more of a stress type of test to see. Oh, I should have made it bigger for you, sorry. Just realised that was there now. These are the things about doing these one-take videos where I just push record and we figure it all out as we go along together. But no, very, very cool. So let's have a quick talk just before I do our goodbyes and all that. I'm going to touch base on this EP a little bit more to see if we can really try and improve it and to see if we can pick it up, because it's easy to get something that already sounds good and then go, how about we just tweak it a little bit with something that's also cool? Nah, I like to see, when testing things, put it under something that we're forced to work with what we've got. So it's not crash hot, these guitars, but what can we do to make them sound a lot more enjoyable and play a lot bigger role than what we need for whatever it's doing. And I will show you this too, because I want to do a vocal thing, because I had a friend do backing vocals for this and she was phenomenal. So here are some of the vocal parts just to check out. Taking over, it's taking over. I am sick and tired of this. Taking over, it's taking over. You are not a hero. You are not a hero. I really felt like she contributed so much to help bring this alive. And now I know a hell of a lot more compared to what I do, compared to what I did back then when I recorded it. Yeah. Actually, let me quickly get a big screen and talk to you. Taking up all the screen space. Thinking about retouching bass with this to see if we can improve it and give it a little bit more of a kick that I feel like these songs deserve. Because yeah, it's 4 tracks, it's pretty cool. Actually, what I might do, what could be cool, can you do on this Cubase? You see how to do it in the old one. I'll have to look into it. But there was a way how you could export the project out as a iOS, I think it was, or something? iOS, something like that. Where it just gave you all the WAV files and in what position they were in, and that was it. So when you re-import it into your workstation, whether it be Cubase, Reaper, Pro Tools or whatever, it would give you all the tracks and just the WAV files in there. No plugins, no nothing like that, so you can go raw. I might see about doing something like this, or I might just dump it all in a Google folder so you guys can muck around with it too, to try to see how you can have fun with it to see you can improve it and push it and whatnot as well. Because yeah, it's pretty cool just to have something that's not quite the best, that has a lot of room to breathe and to be able to become better. But back on the Audio Assault, we didn't spend much time with that at all, and we got some pretty friggin' rad results of very, very little tinkering. So that is a very, very powerful little EQ plugin there. So I think I picked it up for $5. $5. That is worth a hell of a lot more than $5, and the results that we got just with the little tinkering were huge. So once again, congrats to Audio Assault. They're well known for their amp and cab simulators, but boy, this EQ plugin is awesome. Absolutely awesome. I've got another one of their channel scripts too, so I might try that with some drums to see how they come out too. But if it's anything of this quality, I expect nothing less. It's going to be as good. So thank you very much for joining me in this. It's lots of fun putting it together, just a nice little quick one and all that. Hopefully you got something out of it, and hopefully you can contribute your thoughts and feelings behind it too. So look forward to chatting with you about it more, and look forward to joining you in another video as well. Until next time, stay safe.